Hi, I'm Scotty Ogden, and I am a home builder and a general contractor. So today I'm going to run you through a couple variables of how to price a job when it comes to building something for a client. If you're a homeowner and you're hiring a general contractor to give you an estimate to build a renovation or a house or any large project in your home, there are some things you need to understand. It's not as easy as one would think. You don't just say to your builder, how much is a house? I'm going to build a 1,500 square foot house. How much is it? That would be like me saying, how much is a car? Well, what kind of car do you want? So when it comes to building a home or large renovations, you have to understand what you're asking the contractor to produce for you as far as some numbers. I always say step number one, you need to know your budget. Not what the contractor is going to do the job for, but how much are you willing to spend to have the project done. If you've got $100,000 in the bank and you want a $200,000 job done, there's two options. You either have to scale back your scope of work or you have to go back to the bank for more money. The contractor is not going to work for you for a discounted rate just to save you money. We all need to make some money here. So if you're a homeowner, it's important you watch this so you can think critically when asking a contractor to provide you with a quote or an estimate. So as a contractor, I'm going to tell you, pricing a job is very complex and there's a lot of variables, such as where you're located. Is your lot flat? What's your style? What's your style of house that you want? Is there a kitchen or bathroom involved? A kitchen by the square foot is a lot more pricier than to do a bedroom or a family room or a sun deck. These type of variables could make thousands of dollars in differences in a quote or an estimate. And that's why you can't just call a contractor up and say, hey, how much is it going to cost me to build this home? If you're thinking about hiring a contractor or you've decided you're going to hire a contractor, you need to sit down and have a detailed conversation about what you really want and what your needs are. You both need to be on the same page. Your contractor needs to practice active listening and be able to relate exactly what your vision is in their words so you understand that they've heard and understood you. We've also created a blog for how to hire the right contractor that we'll leave the link in the bio down below. So the next step after the contractor understands exactly what your needs and wants are is to design a blueprint or a drawing that's going to resemble the type of work you need done. And it's also very important that your drawings are complete before you start a project. Nobody wants to start a project and then realize that the kitchen is 6 months out. You got to have the drawings, the design, and everything planned out prior to the start of the construction. After the consultation with the contractor and they understand your needs, the next step is to go and make architectural and structural drawings. The design process for any project could be as long as 3 months to a year depending on the size and scope of the work. As a contractor, I want all the blueprints and selections to be made very concise before I start any of the pricing process. If you're a homeowner looking for a quote, it's important to understand that the contractor is going to start his quoting process off with historical data and jobs that he's done once before. The prices do go up over time, and most trades and suppliers only hold their price for 30 days. So a house could take 2 years, and in that 2 years, there's inflation and price increases. So you can always expect the prices to be a little bit higher than originally quoted. Another thing that you really need to understand is a contractor has to organize about 80 to 90 trades and professionals and suppliers throughout the project. So in order for me to give a precise, accurate quote for a project, I would have to go out to each one of these 80 professionals, trades, and suppliers and approach them to get an accurate quote. There are very experienced contractors out there that can give really close, accurate numbers, but that's only if the customer, you, don't change their mind throughout the process. Every change adds up and becomes an extra expense. Just to review here, let's talk about 3 tips as a homeowner for you to accurately get numbers from a contractor. So number 1, you need to clarify and discuss your needs and wants with the contractor. Number two, I would allow a minimum of 10%, if not 15% contingency fund to allow for inflation and unforeseen items. And number three, you want to make sure that your contractor provides you with a very accurate budget. And then you personally need to stay on top of reviewing those budgets on a weekly basis. I want to thank everyone for watching. And if anything has resonated with you or you've got a bunch of questions, feel free to reach out. I would be happy to answer all your questions. The link is in the bio down below. Hit the follow button and let us know how we're doing.